Hey guys, it's your girl here, and I have another review. This movie was requested by someone by the name of Manny, and Manny was giving me a hard time because I couldn't say the movie Volleyball correctly. All right, Manny, I'm sorry. I'm glad I made your day though. um, he well, I don't know. Manny. That's a cool name though. Manny. And the funny part, it's spelled Manimani, which is a bit different because the spelling of the Manny I know is Manny. Cool name, Manny. If that is your real name. They had requested that I watch a movie called, and I know I'm gonna butcher this, and I'm sorry, Manny. Do not give me a hard time. I'm an honest woman, and I tell the truth, and I try my best not to butcher stuff, and I do apologize if I do. So, I'm joking. They had requested that I watch a movie called, oh my god, and I even wrote it down to help me. I'm gonna do it. Ramgasthlam, which just so happens to be the same movie directed by I'm not gonna say his name because I know I'm gonna butcher his name, but he is the same director that did Volleyball, Iga, and RRR. And this movie, believe it or not, the translation is called Theater, and it was very theatrical. I'll give you that. Um, Kind of on the fence of this movie. The main character is a happy-go-lucky guy. He's ill-tempered, and he is partially deaf. Basically, this movie is he used to live in a village that has the same name as the title. The title is the name of the village, and this village, he goes against the corrupted local government in the village. You have a landlord that is cruel, high interest rates. He's getting the farmers to pay higher taxes to a point where they're poor. And, he goes against them and so forth. That's the main premise of the movie. He is very happy-lucky. He's very theatrical. There's like a bit of a dance scene with the love of his life with this woman. And, his brother dies and he goes against vengeance, things like that. The ending was pretty cool. How can I say? This movie wasn't predictable. I will say that. Near the ending was a bit of a twist. Was like, wow, that's crazy. I knew something was gonna happen. I just didn't know what. It was like, oh, maybe it is gonna happen. Oh, okay, it looks like it's not gonna happen. Oh, it is gonna happen. I was pretty much in the corner wondering, watching and waiting. Like, is something gonna happen? Is not gonna happen? But the ending was crazy because Mothi, I believe the dude's name, he gets in a coma for 2 years. Gets in a coma for 2 years. Doctors tell the main character that Chitta, Chitta. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name, but the doctors tell him the guy the guy won't survive. Okay, he won't survive, and they offer to euthanize him. He says no. For 2 straight years, he cares for him, and then the guy regains consciousness, and then they go back. Takes him back to the village with his now wife. tells him, wow, tells him the reason why I didn't have you euthanized right then and there is so I could kill you myself, so you would know about death because you got my brother killed. And he kills him. Wow. I knew something was going to happen, but I wasn't expecting that. Hence why it wasn't predictable. Like, I knew something was going to happen, I just didn't know what. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Talk about patience, because he's ill-tempered, but talk about patience. Wow. 2 years? Man. I would have been like, euthanize. Euthanize the bastard. Euthanize. I don't care. He's done. But you gotta give him patience. Wow. You gotta give him patience. You gotta give him credit for that. I mean, just wow. But yeah, I'm not gonna make this a whole big review on stuff. I mean, it's not like Iga, which I liked more. But it is something to watch. I mean, he's theatrical. Hence theater. He was, in my opinion, theatrical. Happy-go-lucky, yes, ill-tempered and, partially deaf. But what I do like about his character is that despite being partially deaf, and when I was younger, I was partially deaf, I would have severe ear infections. I would always get ear infections on this left ear. There was a time where I had partial deafness, and eventually once they figured out how to stop the infections and so forth, I ended up getting my healing back. It's not fun. It's, how can I say, the best way I can describe it is like hearing almost like mumbling in your ear, but you can't, someone's talking or you're mumbling, and then the other ear is trying to get all the information. It's not easy. It's not fun either, but I know what that's like to be partially. I had so much weak hearing in that ear, partially deaf, like again, partially. But, yeah, this movie, something to watch. There were some, I don't know, it was like the pacing. I do have one criticism about the pacing. That's my one criticism. The movie itself, I mean, the ending was pretty cool. I mean, how everything led up to that was pretty neat, though. But, I don't know. It was different. I'm not saying it's bad. I mean, there were some parts that were good, like, wow, that's cool. And there were just some parts like, okay, well, alright. It's a fair. If I had to give a rating, or if I had to give, between, on a scale of stars, 1 star to 5, like 3.5 stars, 4.5, 4.5. I'll give it 4.5. I know people are going to come after me, but it's my opinion. I'm sorry. I do, the name suits it. Well, actually, yeah, the name suits it. Because he was theatrical, he was, happy-go-lucky, But to kind of see transformation of the character going from, yes, I'm happy-go-lucky, yes, I have an parent, but don't tread on me, don't push me, I will be your worst nightmare. And he showed that. He did show that. So, Ramgasthlam Theater is something to watch, if you're, it was brightly colored. I will say that, very brightly colored. And it takes place in 1985, and it just so happens the actor of the main character was born in 1985. And it's kind of funny because it's like, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. And not only that, the actor just so happens to be in RRR and has worked with this director a good amount of times, so obviously something's working. But hmm, I, it's on a different scale. It's on a different scale. It most definitely has that theme of like the David and Goliath kind of thing. It most definitely does, and the director is known to have themes like that. So I kept on getting this whole, David and Goliath thing. Despite him being ill-tempered and partially deaf, he obviously did not let him. He obviously did not let it get in the way of what he needed to do, what he wanted to. Very determined, very strong-willed. I'll say that, yeah. So, Manny, don't give me any trouble, man. Don't give me any trouble. Thank you for the suggestion. It was it was fair. I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't good. Um, it's not like Ego, which I really really liked. I think maybe because it was a story being told, to the little girl. I mean, obviously this is a story, but it was fair. It was fair. It was something different. Most definitely something different, and I think that's neat. Um, like I said, it wasn't bad. It wasn't good. The ending was awesome, though. I will say that the ending was awesome. Yeah, but it's something to watch. It is something to watch. Would I watch it again? No, but it is something to watch. I did. I enjoyed it in the sense of what the premise of the story was. I did like the ending very much. That's cool. That's really cool. But yeah, it was something to watch. So, Manny, thank you for the suggestion. I appreciate it. And hope you guys enjoy this video. And if you guys want to watch it, go right ahead. If not, hey, it's your prerogative. So, have a good day and be safe out there, kid.